guys, my name is Trishuna and welcome to another FaceBeatFriday where we discuss different topics while I, of course, beat my face. So today I will be doing I wouldn't say soft glam because I'm going to include some glitters here and there while we discuss a topic of a sermon that I recently watched by Sarah Jakes Roberts. The title of it was The Shadow of Greatness. So today's topic, I actually wrote down what I wanted to discuss today since last time I was kind of all over the place. So I wanted to go over a sermon that I listened to 2 weeks ago by Sarah Jakes Roberts, and it was titled The Shadow of Greatness. So basically what I took from that is she discussed God meeting you at your little, meaning him meeting you at your small stage, him meeting you while you're still trying to find yourself and figure out who you are, what you want to be, and what name you want to create. And for me to have just started taking, I'm not going to say just started being on the internet and recording videos, just starting to take it serious. Because if you look on my channel now, there are videos on there from 2 years ago from me doing this very thing, FaceBeat Fridays, when I started it 2 years ago. And I basically gave it up. I gave it up because of fear. I gave it up because of the very reason that I'm talking about now. Me feeling like I'm little, me feeling like I'm not at the same stage as other creators. But God had to spin the block again on the ideas that I had and the things that I came up with, because it's a purpose within all of that. And for me, it's like, okay, what is that purpose? And I feel like I am really, by me getting in tune with my faith, I'm getting more in tune with my purpose. And of course, that's how, let me put this over here. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's how it's gonna be. But before, it's like 2 years ago, I couldn't figure out what my purpose actually was. I just knew that I loved makeup and I wanted people to see my talent. I wanted the necessary exposure to be booked. I wanted people to give me a chance. But what is the purpose behind it? Like, now I know my purpose and I know where I'm going with this and where I want to be. And another one of the things that she mentioned in the sermon is God can use you when you're little, and he can use you when you're hungry. And me talking to me, it's like I'm at the stage where I am little and I'm hungry. Like, I have to stop looking at myself as, oh, you're just little. It's like, no, you're not just little. You're not just, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's you have to go through those stages. And I constantly tell myself that you have to go through certain points. You can't go from point A and jump all the way to Z. That's not how it works. That's not how success works. That's not how God works. Like, you have to put in the work and you have to put in the necessary faith to get what you're praying for, and to understand what your purpose is and the purpose that God has aligned for you. And another thing that I wrote down, I'm not going to share everything that I wrote down because some of it is between me and God, of course. But another thing that I wrote down is I see people with larger platforms and I feel little. I'm going to bring my little and my hunger to the table so that I can grow. And when I wrote that, it really resonated with me because it's like, this is the best time to be little. because it's like when you're little, it's nowhere else to go but up because you're already at the bottom. So it's like really you have the upper hand to the people that's at the top, because most people who get to the top, not everybody, most people who get to the top feel like, okay, I'm at the top now. That's it. But it's like, no, when you're little, the hunger just keeps intensifying. And it's like, for me, my hunger zones into my faith. My hunger zones into my craft. My hunger zone into learning better ways to create content, better ways to have better quality. And like I sit and I watch different creators. My favorite is Aaliyah's Face, Ashley Devana, who else? Kyra. I'm Unique. I hope I said her middle name correctly. Those women, watching them and watching their story, and of course Jackiana, those women, watching them and watching their story and seeing how they have came so far, it's like it's so inspiring. And it's like they fuel my hunger. And it's like not in a way of jealousy, but in a way of, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too. Like if they can be from where they're from and be at where they are now, so can I. Like anything is possible. And they are, like I said, they are really inspirational women. And they really, I can't even really explain. I hope I'm making sense, but they really bring out the ideas in me. They really make me sit down and be like, okay, let me get up. Let me start. Let me stop looking at where I am now and where I came from and focus on where I'm going and where I'm trying to be. And like I said, to me, I beat myself up a lot about being little, being a small creator, um, everything, like being just not being where I feel like I should be. But I said something so crazy to myself that a lot of people may not look at. You are judging somebody's level 10 when you're on level 1. So you can't judge their level 10 because you haven't got there yet. You can't do that. Like it doesn't make sense. Why would you beat yourself up because they're at level 10? They had to have been at level 1 at some point. So obviously you need to figure out what's your purpose, what's your passion to get to level 10 and higher. And like I said, this is all me talking to me, but I hope that this can also help somebody else who's going through the same thing as me. But yeah, and it's like let me stop saying like, but I just be, because people look at social media and content creators and they think that it's so easy. Like it's easy to pull out a camera and start talking. It's easy to do that. Or they don't look at it as a real job. But it's people out here that's making real money, making livings for themselves, simply being themselves. And what better way to make money than simply being yourself and talking? Like that is a great feeling to have a audience and a community that just simply wants you as you, and you make money from that. Brands reach out to you from that. And that's what I'm trying to tap into. Like I want to reach women all around the world with my skills and the things that I go through on a day-to-day basis because of me being a mother and dealing with multiple children, being in school, juggling so much all in one. And once I build a community for myself, I just can't wait because I know it's going to be a beautiful thing. And it's like I started taking social media seriously about 2 months ago. Less than well, yeah, about a month after, I started is when I began to make money from it. And then from there, that's when I started to perfect my craft. Why is this not coming out? Perfect my craft and actually be like, okay, you on to something now. So basically what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid to be little. Don't feel ashamed because you're at your little. Be proud of where you are in your journey, because I guarantee you where you are is better than where you were and where you came from. Because 2 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be here. I would have never thought that I would have fully dived back into makeup, because I've always loved makeup. I started my business, BEAUTEOUS Cosmetics, back in 2019. And since then, it's been off and on, me giving up, starting back, giving up, starting back. But this is the time that I take it seriously, and that I have been taking it seriously, because everything that I do is all in one. Like my social media platforms displays my makeup skills. And I can't wait to reintroduce my brand and everything that I've learned in this downtime. Like, just because I haven't been doing the business, I've been on the back end learning the business. And that's another thing about being little. While you're little, you can. And also another thing that I wrote down was greatness is already assigned to me. And that's how I had to look at things, as being like, what's for me is already for me. So right now, I'm just going through the steps, the necessary steps that I need to, for God to do what he needs to do in my life. But what's already for me is for me. And that's how, I feel like that's how a lot of things have to be viewed as, especially when it comes to finding your light, finding your purpose, aligning yourself with your faith. That's part of the faith, believing that what's for you is for you. And you are in your shadow of greatness. And another thing that she mentioned was that the darkness is not always a bad thing, because while you're not in the spotlight, and while you're not, quote unquote, in the forefront, you have time to critique, you have time to make mistakes and correct them. Because when you're at the top, there's nowhere else to go. And like I said, some people continue to learn and try to improvise themselves and do different things. But usually when you're at the top, that's it. And when you're at the top, it's harder. So it's best to learn and do all that you can while you're still at the bottom. And I forgot to mention, looking down at my booklet again, she was preaching from the First Kings 3 and 4 in the New King James Version. So then you can go back and read that and then reference everything that I just mentioned. But yeah, it's like you want to try to meet God at your little. Meet him at your little so that you all can build a connection with one another, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm focusing on my purpose, because I feel like the audience will come, the followers will come, the community that I'm trying to build with young women and older women also, who are mothers, who are struggling, who are stay-at-home moms, who need somebody to relate to on their level. Those are the people that I am trying to reach, because it does get hard. I'm gonna try a new technique that I seen Jackiana do. So it does get hard. Cover up the peach fuzz. But yeah, it does get hard. It gets very hard, especially when for me, it's hard because you don't see many people doing it. So there's not many people from my hometown who are famous YouTubers or are getting brand deals and doing different things of that nature. So it's like, to possibly be the first and have to step out on faith and have to do something outside of what people are normally used to seeing from me, it's like, okay, you asked for this, so you gotta keep it going. You have to get out of your own head, because greatness breaks generational curses. Finding your greatness, like I mentioned, finding your purpose, and just zoning into that, keeping your purpose, your faith, and staying true to who you are is another thing. Because for me, I can't be nobody but me. So if somebody don't like what I post or what I do or what I say, that's just me. So if the light in my greatness is what I'm bringing to the table, but that's not for you, then you're not the person at the table that I'm trying to be accompanied with. You're not the person that I'm trying to reach. You're not the audience that I would consider my audience. And that's okay. Everybody's not going to be for you. And like I said, this is literally me talking to me versus me. That's the stage that I feel like I'm in right now. Me versus me versus the past me, the person who was shy and did not want to speak, because you couldn't pay me to get in front of no camera back then and talk and do this. But it's like, if I want different out of life, I have to do things differently. I can't continue to do things, and you can't continue to do things the same way you've been doing all these years and expect different results. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. And I don't know who I'm speaking to or who this message needs to reach, but it was on my heart to mention that sermon and a few things that I took from that I felt the need to discuss. But yeah, it's really like, and it's amazing because it's so many people. It's so many people. Sorry. This is one of the techniques I've seen Jackiana do. I hope I'm doing it right. But yeah, it's so many people that I have seen that I don't know personally, or don't know, only know from social media, that have taken that leap of faith and quit their job and are doing great for themselves. And it's like, okay, the things that I want out of life are possible, are obtainable, are at arm's reach. but I have to put myself out there. I have to just do it. I have to just do it. Like, I made the decision on on January 5th of this year to quit my full-time job and just do it. Just do what makes me happy. Do what God has in my heart for me to do. And I haven't been more happier. I wake up every day doing exactly what I want to do. Whatever it is that I want to do that day, that's exactly what I do. And it's an amazing feeling. And it's an amazing feeling when you keep God in the forefront of your life and let Him guide you to where you need to be. It's I can't even stress it enough how good it feels to do and align myself with my purpose, and to see me constantly elevate, to see me constantly grow, and to see people who I don't know just reach out to me and just tell me how good I'm doing, and just anything, just literally anything. And I feel like, even though I have a small following, because you look on my YouTube channel now, I have 45 subscribers. I probably posted my first YouTube 3 weeks ago. In 3 weeks, I got 45 subscribers. That's more subscribers than I made in 2 years of me creating my very first YouTube. So that right there is a huge accomplishment for me. And I have a goal for myself on where I want my following to be by the end of the month. And I'm so close to it. And it's like, I have to celebrate. Once again, I have to celebrate my little. You have to celebrate your little. You have to celebrate the small wins, because at one point you didn't have that. You didn't have what you have now. Like I said, at one point I didn't have a following. I didn't have nobody watching me. I didn't have nothing. And to see myself constantly grow and grow and grow, it lights me up inside, because I can't wait to see what will happen in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Like, I just know that there is more to come of all of this. More to come for me, more to come for you. You just have to stay focused and stay on the track of whatever your purpose is. Whatever discussion you and God had, you stay focused on that, regardless of who around you is telling you, oh, ain't nobody did this, or this not possible. Oh, you acting different now. I'm supposed to be different, because I'm walking in the faith of God. I'm walking in my purpose. My lane is different from your lane. So of course you're going to view me differently than what you viewed me when we was both walking on the same road, doing the same things, making the same mistakes. So be different. Stand out. Yeah, so be different and stand out, because it's not meant for you to stay exactly where you are. That's not the point. The point is not to be, especially if you see yourself being bigger and better, you're not supposed to stay on the same level as everybody else. And that's the scary part. That's also the scary part of this journey, and stepping out on faith and being the shadow of greatness, because it does get lonely. It gets lonely when you have to step out and be different from the people that you grew up with and things that you were once used to. But in order to get to that purpose, you have to be that shadow of greatness. Let your faith be the light. And that's really my message. I mean, like I said, that sermon, it really has been on my mind and really touched me when I watched it 2 weeks ago, and I just been zoning in on that because a lot of stuff that Sarah Jakes Roberts says is very powerful. Like what to me, in my opinion, is very powerful, and it moves something within me. And I just, like I mentioned, I just had to let that be known and say that because there's somebody else out there that is on the same journey as me, that is in the same stage as me, and they may feel like giving up, but don't. I feel like giving up plenty of times. But then each and every video that I post, something new happens, and I figure out, okay, no, this is exactly what I need to be doing. This is exactly what I find joy in. And that's the thing. Your purpose is what brings you happiness. I am happy doing this. I wasn't happy sitting at a desk, answering phones, listening to people holler and curse at me all day in customer service. I wasn't happy doing that. So I had to find my peace. Find my peace. Find what brings me the most joy. And that was doing what I love. Like the stuff that I'm doing, half of the stuff that I do is simply because I love it. Of course, anybody would want to get paid for the things that they do, but it's not always about money. It's not always about money, especially when you have a passion for something. Like me with makeup. I have a passion for makeup. I get up and record myself doing makeup all the time, and nobody's paying me to do that. Nobody's paying me the amount of money that I feel like I should be making, or the same amount of money that I was making when I was in the office doing makeup. But that's because I'm still getting into my purpose, and I'm still little, and I'm still hungry, and I'm still finding my way. But because I'm so invested in my craft and I'm so passionate about what I do, I know the money will come. So I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm trying to perfect myself so that once the necessary brands do see me, once the audience do come, then it's like, okay, she ready. She ready. One of the sayings that I stand by is stay ready, you won't have to get ready. So if I sit around and not do makeup, not try to learn different techniques, not try to use different products, and I just wait for the audience to come, when the audience come, I'm gonna still be at the same level that I was 2 years ago. If you go back and look at the videos 2 years ago and look at how I'm doing my makeup now, it's a complete difference. And that's because I worked. I worked on what I love. And you should do the same. Whatever you love, make it better. Everybody can be better at what they do. It's always a moment and a point where you can learn. Make it better. Make it bigger. Make it bolder. Put it in their face. Put it in their face. That's what I do. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Put it in their face. Then they'll know, okay, she for real. He for real. whomever is listening to this, whatever you do, be for real about your craft. Be for real about the things that you say that you want out of life, and be intentional with the things that you speak out of your mouth, because what you say can come true. So if you saying, oh, I'm gonna have a bad day today, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Speak positivity onto your life and onto your surroundings and the people that you basically surround yourself with. I have 10 affirmations written down specifically for my life, where I want to be in my career and just in general. And I try to say them every single day because it's going to happen. It's going to happen because I say it's going to happen. Who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me? Yeah, people going to talk, but who's going to stop me from getting to where I'm trying to be? And that's the good thing about being little. That's the good thing about being in the shadow, because you don't really know, because people don't really know, okay, she little, she ain't really doing much, but you could be making some major moves and don't nobody know, because they looking at you as being little. Let them continue to think that you're remaining little. And half of the time, it's not even about, focusing on what other people say. It's more so about focusing on what you're saying to yourself. You have to speak life into you, because don't nobody owe you anything. Don't nobody owe you support. Don't nobody owe you, a booking or whatever it is that you do. If you offer services like me, makeup, don't nobody owe me a booking. You don't owe me the satisfaction of being my client. I have to make you believe that you need to be my client, because I believe in myself and I know how good I am and I know what I can do. You have to make people into believers. But some believers will come when it's too late, and that's okay. Some people come when you're already booked, when you are already technically booked and busy, and that's okay. But those people are usually the ones who thought that you couldn't do it anyways. So outside of what happens between you and God, let it be. Let your little shine its light. Let your little shine its light. Let your shadow be the greatness. And everything else will come to pass. Everything else will fall into place. Everything else will literally be exactly what you want it to be and how you want it to be. How you and God discussed it to be. And I'm just waiting for my time. But in the midst of me waiting for my time, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing. So you shouldn't sit around and do nothing. Become better. Become a better person. If you own a business, learn how to be a better business owner. Learn business etiquette. Learn how to properly ship packages if that's what you do. If you offer products, perfect your craft if you offer a particular service, because you are the greatness. You are the greatness that will break the generational curses. From me to me and me to you, Whatever your heart desires, it's already yours. It's already yours. God already has your name on it. So stand on that. Don't nobody have to believe you. As long as you and God have had that discussion and you believe, that's all that matters. It's a lot of rich people that people didn't believe was going to be rich. But look at them now. And that could be you. Believe that you are deserving of greatness. Believe that you are deserving to have a better life than where you are now. So that's my take on that. And I'm going to finish my makeup. I know I haven't been talking through the makeup that it's not pretty much a tutorial, but yeah. So I'm just gonna finish this concealer. I did a little pop of pink, as you can see. And this was the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Is what I use here. But I have everything listed down below in the order that I used it, so you can kind of have something to reference. But I really do hope that this message reached the right person. I really do hope everything that I said resonates with someone and that it all makes sense. But excuse me, I highly recommend you go back and watch this sermon so that you can fully understand where I'm coming from. And like I mentioned, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen too. It is The Shadow of Greatness by Sarah Jakes Roberts. It's like an hour-long sermon, but it is literally worth that hour. It's worth you watching. It is definitely worth you watching. It's worth you investing your time. And it's crazy because when I watch sermons at home and online, I don't be knowing, what I want to watch. I literally let God just guide me. So I said, like, God, whatever sermon is meant for me to watch, give me a sign. And it's like when I saw that sermon, because I passed by at least 6 or 7 sermons before I found that one. So I saw that sermon, and it's like it's like a fire inside of me was like, that's the one. That's the one. And I'm so glad that I watched that one. So, yeah, so I highly recommend you all going and watching it. It's a lot of things from her that I have. I have her book, A Woman Evolve, and I have her guided journal. Like, she is, if you're a woman and you want to elevate in life and channel your faith and also want to feel like you're not being judged by anyone, someone that the reason why I love her so much is because she's so relatable. Like, she's not like a normal pastor. Like, she really is genuine in what she's saying, and she's not afraid to let her flaws be known. She's not one of those judgmental pastors. So if you're looking for someone that you can really learn something from, I would suggest reading her books and watching her sermons, because you will really be blown away by how she articulates things and how the perspective that she puts things in. And she have really helped me get through a lot with her sermons. So yeah. So like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed our chit chat today. I'm going to continue to do my makeup. And in this part, I'll kind of, since I'm done giving my spiel, I'll kind of discuss the products that I'm using. But definitely like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I post a video. And please, if you have any topics that you want me to discuss, comment down below, DM me on any one of my social medias, and I promise you I will touch on those topics. It don't have to be nothing pertaining to the previous stuff, faith or anything. If you need advice on something, because like I said, I'm young, I'm 26, I'm a mom of 4, I'm a military wife, technically a stay-at-home mom, kinda. I run a business, I'm in school, get my master's degree. I'm a jack of all trades. So if you need advice, I can I can speak on a few things from my own perspective, from experience. So yeah. All right, so now since I have all of my creams on, because one thing you want to do when it comes to makeup is make sure you do all of your creams first before you go in with your powders. So since I'm not going to use a cream blush today, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my powder to set my concealer to keep it from creasing up under my. So yeah, so this is the powder that I will be using. And I'm going to go in with this same concealer brush from Real Techniques number 402. Well, actually, this is the setting brush number 402. So, get that. And then you just press it in. They just pressed it directly in. So this is the difference between baking and setting your makeup. Baking is when you're not pressing it in, you're letting it bake on top of the creams that you've used, and then you are wiping it off. So baking gives you a more brighter finish, and setting sets what you have, keeping it in the same area, same color. Baking kind of gives you a lighter effect. So gonna nose. And then if you want, you can take your powder and kind of flick it a little bit across. So let me let you see. Flick it across your eyebrows so that it can kind of bring out the hair strokes, on your brows. So yeah. So I just set all the areas with the powder. So now I'm going to contour my face. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I'm going to contour my face with this palette here. And then I'm actually going to use, let me see. I'm going to use this brush. I got this brush off of Amazon. It's linked in my Amazon storefront, which is also in my description box. So if you would like this brush, then please check that out. So yeah, we're going to go in and contour the face and bring it down. Next video, I'm definitely going to try some new techniques that I've seen, like new contouring techniques that I want to try to see if it actually gives me a more chiseled look. But I would have to use a cream contour. So I'm going to go to Sephora or Ulta and see what they have. Do you want to get the top? Well, since my braids are going to cover up that side, so it's not really that serious. And then for my nose, I actually contour my nose with the same brush and eyeshadow color that I put on my lids. To me, it gives it a more seamless contour finish. So I don't know if I showed this palette, but this is the palette that I'm using. And this is the color. It is this one here. So then just start at the point of the brow and then kind of fluff it out. You just fluff it out and then just bring it back into the brow. I don't bring mine past this point. So like I said, it just gives it a more like flawless finish when you do it this way. When you bring the eyeshadow into the brow and down the nose. So see a difference in the contour? Now you see the nose is a little bit more snatched. All right, so that step is done. So now we're gonna do the blush. And before I do my lips, then I'll put my lashes on. But I'm gonna put my lashes on off camera because that part takes too long. So the blush is the Crayon Case Blush Binder. And I usually stay on the first page. And I mix these two colors together. I don't know why. Cause like all the other pages are kind of not. Well, that's a pretty color, but the other colors, I don't know. Just the first page and those two colors really are cute to me, so I just stay within that range. So then you want to make sure when you apply the blush, you put it directly on top of your contour and then you fluff it out. So it's like you bringing it up into here. Which gives you a more chiseled look and it brings color back into your face. All right, one more time. Yeah, orange. And the best, if you don't know what kind of blush to get, the best color blush to get for dark and brown skin is an orange colored blush because it looks so beautiful on brown skin. So I'm about to do my lashes and then I'm gonna come right back. All right, so the lashes are on and I'm gonna actually define my nose contour a little bit more. Let me see. Just bring it in a little bit more, just the nose area. I just want it to be a little bit more defined. Then put it down. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let that bake, and then I am fin to do my lippy, and I'm gonna try a different technique with the lip, because I seen a girl on TikTok. It was like she overlined her lips to make them look fuller. So I'm gonna try that now and see. So she kind of like around the lip line, instead of putting it on the lip line, she did a little bit over, and I'm gonna see if I like that or not. Okay. I think. Hold up, let me see. Hold on. I think that's kind of. Did it give me a fuller look effect? Cause I know one girl in the comments, she was like, "I just tried that and it made me look like I got a mustache." I'm like, kind of making me look like that too. But let me see. Do that look fuller? Did that make my lips look bigger? I think it did. I think that did just make my lips look bigger. But I know she did this. My lips are so dry. Okay, and then she said she usually Her lips were like naturally pink. So she was like, she just put gloss on top, but mine are not naturally pink. So I'm going to use this. And then let me just, she said just a little bit. And then pat. So what y'all think? Think they look bigger? They appear bigger to me. They appear a lot bigger. And then I'm going to throw this plumping, oh my talk. I got this retainer in, so some of my words I kind of get messed up. I'm going to put this plumping gloss on there. And I know this is going to have a tingle, like a little burn. And usually with the gloss, you just want to put it around the liner area. So let's see if that works. Oh, this smell like this gonna burn. This is actually my first time using this. What y'all think? What y'all think? Tell me in the comments what y'all think about the lip. I think I want it to be a little bit. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. So let me dust off the powder on the nose. Without poking myself in the eye. Why am I making a noise? Okay. See? The nose snatched. So now I'm going to put on some highlighter. And I know the girls, they say that this is a soft girl era and they don't do highlighter. I do. I like highlighter. I like the way it looks. So I'm going to keep wearing it. I don't jump on to every single trend that I see different makeup artists do. If it's a technique I like, I'm going to stick to it. So, and with this, I don't want to tilt it because you see that a little bit. When I say a little bit, see that much? I'm going to dab this off because this is too much. About that. I'm going to use the same brush. A little bit. See that? A little bit goes. Oh my God, this stuff got my lip burning. A little bit. Flick some of it off for you. Oh my God, my lip. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. So we're going to put some at the nose. Flick it off. Put some at the eye. Ooh. It was some, okay. Put a little bit right there. Y'all, if y'all get that gloss, I'm telling you right now, your lip is going to be on fire. But that's with any plumping gloss. If you get any type of plumping gloss, your lip is going to be on fire for a good little minute. Then I'm going to go in with the telescopic lift. Hold on, can y'all see that? Telescopic lift L'Oreal mascara. And this is my favorite. Hold on, y'all. Let me go grab this tool that I seen a girl use. 1 second. I mean, I see a difference from this eye and this eye. Let me know if you see a difference. But I'm finna apply the other coat and some more coats, and then I'll come back. All right, y'all. So I am back. The mascara is on. So now the final step is the best combo ever. Mixing these two, Charlotte Tilbury airbrush and the one sides, put them together and set your face. Now, I like to do the Charlotte Tilbury first because you're going to feel like you're about to drown. So let me just do that first. Have my fan, put it up. Woo. And as you can see, wet face, wet. But you're going to see it as it dries down. So let me get this one. I'm starting to, these lips is growing on me. And they not burning no more. So and then if you want, once this dries down around the nose. So yeah. So this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. I like it. It's real cute. It's soft. It's a bold pink color, but it's still like, I don't know. It's still giving sexy, still cute. It complements my braids. So yeah, so let me let this dry all the way down so y'all can get a full real time look at it. All right, so that is dry, and here it is. You might see my retainer, just don't mind that. But what do you guys think? Here's the other side. So yeah, any makeup, also any makeup looks that you want to see, you can also comment that down below. I can do glitter, rhinestones. I have pretty much everything. The only thing that I will say that is kind of challenging for me that you guys may notice that I have not been doing is the liner, like the eyeliner. It's like for me, I'm still learning that. Like that's one of the things where I mentioned perfecting your craft. That's one of the things that I'm trying to perfect, trying to do the perfect wing liner. But if there's any look you want me to do, comment down below. Any topic you want me to discuss, comment down below. If you don't want to publicly put your comment out there, then definitely direct message me and I will respond as quickly as possible. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys once again for joining me for another week of Facebook Friday. And click the notification bell to be notified on next week and all the other videos that I have to come. I have so many ideas and so many things in store for myself, my channel, and my growth. And I hope you all find your purpose, have your shadow of greatness, and shine your light through your faith and just rock it out. Thank you guys again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. My name is TrishunaT the makeup artist. See you next week. Bye, y'all.